Hello, podcast community. Pete Kane here, Podcast Pete. Today, I want to talk to you about creating your key strategic team intentionally and bringing more value to your ideal prospects. Now, you're looking at a relationship wheel, and we're going to cover three things right now. But your network is your single biggest, most valuable asset, and treat it as an asset. Because when you look at this wheel, these are relationships that go on for life. These are people you know, like, and trust that you've built up over the years or through doing business with them. They perform well, they'll make you look good. You'll be proud to refer them to people, but you have to do it intentionally because if you do, it's the goose that lays the golden egg. And what I mean by that is most of us, and I used to be in that camp, look at one sale. But I want you to look at strategically thousands of sales because your relationship in the relationship wheel, and we'll show you how to put it in this worksheet, but let's go back to this, is very carefully building these relationships because when you go to your ideal prospect, and you got to know who your prospect is, you got to know what problem you solve, because if you don't solve a problem, you don't have a business. So that's first. This isn't about this. This is about a long term strategy because we're going to talk about this in just a second. Being a key person of influence, let me go back to this, being on the cover of a magazine, being, excuse me, the one person that is bringing the team together because each person can be on the cover of your magazine. We'll give you that. Let me give you a little something to look at. If you go to petekane.me/magazine, you'll know more about that because we have a collaborative magazine. We use podcasting publishing to build thriving communities. Now, the thriving communities are your magazine. These are the people that are in your magazine. These are the relationships that you know, like, and trust. Critical that it's done in a way that you're thinking of it as an asset because the magazine is an asset. Your relationships, if put together intentionally, and you can take this worksheet, hold it. You can take this worksheet, you get your categories, and you have to make those categories. Let me move this out of here. These are your categories that relate to your business. The first column is really your gold. Now, this is the crawl. This is easier to do than your run category, which is your bronze. Now, kind of think of your gold being people you've dealt with for years. When somebody says, "Do you know somebody that can do this?" And you'll just give them to them because you believe in that person. You've worked with that person. So those are the people your goal, but there are others out there because you always want to keep keep building this. But it starts with your first column, starts with the relationship. You fill in your relationship wheel, whatever the categories are that are important to your business, because imagine you going to a presentation of your ideal prospect and you're bringing a team of people that solve a problem in an area. If you're a realtor, you're bringing all the resources that you work with, a plumber, a roofer, a stager, a landscaper, a person. All these people make you look better and stronger. And when you look at stronger, you're looking at more value that you're bringing to the relationship. And when you look at that, you bring a team of strategically, intentionally put together in a magazine, and you're giving them the magazine. You can only imagine what they're thinking. I don't just have Pete. I have his whole strategic, intentionally trusted relationships that I can look at, I can read about, I can learn their story. So at the proper time, I can call those people. And of course, you can always call the person that's on the cover that's putting that, like myself or yourself, like putting your team together. But you want to make it easy for people to know you, like you, and trust you. And you only do that intentionally nurturing those relationships. So when you're out, don't look for one sale, look for partnerships, look for relationships long term. We all have been around the people that think, what can I get from this? We call them sharks. Other people call them other things. They're just looking, what can I get from this relationship? We build our community around, how can I give? What kind of impact can I make and help people? When you have that kind of abundance mentality and you have that kind of heart to serve, you'll get served. So when we look at this, here's the list. So you start building your key strategic partner team. Which categories are most relevant for your business? Who do you know, like, and trust that you've done business with, that you trust and you know they deliver a high level of service that would make your team stronger? Always look for people better than you. Somebody provides mediocre service, that's not who you're looking for. You want the highest level of service from your team, because what you're looking for is that person calls you back and says, Pete, remember that carpet cleaner you referred me to? She did an awesome job. I've never had my carpets cleaned as well as I had these cleaned. Because when they're calling you back to thank you for referring that person, you know you've done a good job. And that's how you have to think of it. These people are so good. It's your A team. It is your gold team. And these are the first group that you fill. So you're out looking for, when you put your categories together, what businesses upstream, downstream, that touch your business that'll make you stronger. Because when you go to the table and you're presenting your business to your ideal prospect, you're paging through the magazine and you're showing, let me tell you about this person. Let me tell you about this person. This person. They're the team we want to bring to you to make your life better. Whatever you're doing, you're bringing a team. Together, you're better. And together with your key strategic partner team, you're going to be better. You're going to be better. So when you look at this magazine, picture yourself on the cover. And inside the magazine, there's 20 gold trusted partners of yours that make your business so much better. And every single one of them is the type of people that gets calls because when you referred them, that person was so impressed with their service, they called you back and said, "Thank you, Pete. Thank you for referring." Because the last time I tried to find somebody on my own, it was a train wreck. But I appreciate you giving us, and they're in the magazine with you. So 20 people, and we take you on a 12-week transformation to bond, to grow, to learn, we do high performance strategic coaching. So we're bonding the 20. We have mentions in there. These are people that want their name mentioned in the magazine. They're not ready to make the commitment to have the story in the magazine, but they still want to be part of the community. And we constantly put those people in the light. They're good. They're good. They're real good because we vent them. We want you to have these people. Maybe they're not willing. Maybe they're not at this time ready to commit to the monthly 12-week transformation, but they want a 10x return on their $50. They want to be mentioned in there. They want to be part of the printed. So you can go to Amazon. You can order this. Just search Kennesaw Happenings or go to pkane.me/magazine and you can see some samples. Inside our sample magazine, our collaborative magazine, is 32 stories. So you can see the quality of the stories. You can see that together you're better. I'm on the cover of this one, but I want you to picture you're on the cover of the next one. And if you want to make that move, you want to invest in yourself, you want to build a key strategic team, you want us to help you through a 12-week transformation so you have a physical magazine that you're all handing out. So if 20 people are handing out 10 magazines a month, that's 200 magazines that are hand delivered, not just thrown out there and thrown away. They're hand delivered to a key prospect, an ideal prospect. So together you're better. Together it's tied to a podcast because it's your story. And stories are remembered. That's why when you want to be on our podcast, get on our podcast. Let me see if I can get, there we go. You want to be on our podcast? Go to pkane.me and fill out a short assessment and then be on our podcast. We want to know your story. We want to know people that have a heart to serve, that think long term, that want to be part of a nurturing, challenging, wonderful community of givers who want to make an impact. You want to be bold because the best investment you can ever make is in you. So invest on putting yourself in a magazine. I saw so many times people waste tons of money on stuff that didn't give them anything. We want to give you the return that you tell people about us. And you can't help but share because you got fantastic results. You got the 10x results. You got $1 put in and a 10x return because marketing should give you that kind of return. Doesn't always, but it should. And that's how you have to vent. Be careful where you spend your money. Look at how not just get your money back. And I've heard so many people, I'm in BNI, I just got my money back. No, you didn't, because you didn't calculate your time. You just got a couple transactions and you got your money back, but you didn't factor in your time. And time is the most precious thing you have. If you're creating your list, strategically building your team, doing podcasts, getting your name out there, getting your story out there, putting yourself in the digital world, because we're now out of the industrial factories. Now we're in the digital world, and a podcast is a digital asset. This physical magazine is an asset. Both can bring you tremendous returns because you want to build assets. Assets will always give you high value for your team. So you want to get on the podcast. We do a virtual event every other Friday, first and third Friday, We do a live event. We have Growth Day, which is your personal development, investing in yourself, in your team first, you first. You're the one that has to grow first, then your team. And you can do that through Growth Day. Free for 7 days. Then after that, you pay $50 a month. That's an investment in you. $2, less than $2 a day. And when you do that, if you go to growthday.com, if you go to PeteKane.com, PeteKane.me/growth day, we'll send a support ticket to us, support at PeteKane.me, and we'll send you a free course, Mindset, Goals, and Habits. My personal course that I put together to help you in these key areas, because having a growth mindset, establishing deadlines for your goals, because if they're not, they're dreams without anything, and habits create outcome. So what I want you to do is grow. And we also connect. We connect people in our community because that's why we do so many things. We do a Wednesday Connect. That is a global meetup. So if you want to grow your business globally, which you should, start locally, grow globally. Think locally. Act locally, think globally. And to do that, you can do that at PeteKane.me/connect. That's our schedule. So going back to our worksheet, and if you want that worksheet, we'll be putting it on our website, and you can download it at PeteKane.me/PDF. Right now, there's, excuse me, dang, I'm feeling good now. Okay, connect. Yeah, you can get the worksheet, and that'll be up. We'll also have PeteKane.me/newsletter. If you want to stay connected to our community, you can go do that, and that'll be up by, we have a small one right now, but Trax will be putting that up when she comes back from visiting her grandma. Okay, so PeteKane.me to get on the podcast, the virtual event, 10 speakers, 15 talks, 5 minutes, 3 points. Our live events, the fourth Saturday of every month. Growth Day, a wonderful way for you to grow personally. And then the gift I want to give you for this is our masterclass. This is our masterclass at PeteKane.me/masterclass. This is my gift to you. I want you to succeed. I want you to grow. I want you to be navigating these choppy waters, because AI and all the different trends that are going on, there's a lot of noise out there, a lot of uncertainty in a lot of people's minds. But we want to give you one thing's for certain. You practice the basic principles of key strategic partner team, build relationships, keep getting your name out there digitally. That's podcast. Get your stories out there. We have a podcast academy, which my friend Mark Little is recovering from not feeling too good. But he'll be back. If you go to PeteKane.me/PA, you can be a part of our podcast academy. And that way you can learn how to grow through key strategic partners, through our magazine, through our live events, through our virtual events, through our global connect events, all to help you grow. Because if you understand the key principle of key person of influence, the 7-11-4, people to get to know you, like you, and trust you, they have to consume you. They have to get to know you through the digital world because the world's changed. They listen to 7 hours of you, they make 11 buying signals, and they do it on 4 different platforms. They know, like, and trust you digitally. That's important to understand. One podcast a month will not be enough. That's not, you got to get yourself out there. That's why we can help you, because you have to be more intentional about giving people enough information to get to know you, like you, and trust you. And order Daniel's book, Key Person of Influence. It's the best book you'll read on the strategy for the future. And the future is people buy from people. They don't buy from businesses. Social media has proven that out. They buy from people. And when they buy from people, you want to be somebody that puts yourself out there so they can get to know you. I think, let me see. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, hold on, I'm going to give you something. Yes, I am. Okay, hold on here. I'm going to, yes, there it is. People buy from people. You think of somebody like Elon Musk. He's probably got 25 companies. I don't know how many he's got. There's a lot. But people know of him. They don't even know all his companies. Oprah, she's probably got 20 companies. But they know of Oprah. Joe Rogan, bunch of companies, the GOAT of podcasting. Now, with him, you know him. Brendan Bouchard, again, many, many companies, but you know him. And so you Google him, you'll see all the things that he has. It's about the person. People buy from people. So build yourself up in a way that you allow yourself. And what we have here, let me take this off right quick. In the book, give you an incentive to order this book. It's a fantastic book. I've listened to it at least 8 times. I've read it twice. So it's about the 5 P's. And there's others in it, but the 5 P's are pitch. Got to know your pitch. Profile. Got to build your profile. What is your product? And in most cases, a digital product, because you got to think globally to take advantage of what's happening. Presentation, you have to be able to make good presentations. And partnerships. Those partnerships can come from your key strategic partners. Let me see. Oh, I got that off. So that's important. Let me get this back. Okay. Hold on here. Hold on, Nelly. There we go. Okay. Hold on here. Let me do one thing because I want you to know. There we go. Oh, no, that's not it. Dude, I'm just seeing if it'll move. That. Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay. Let me go back here. Okay. Okay. So there's your relationship wheel. This is an asset. This is what you want to grow in 25 and beyond. You implement this strategy. You don't have to play the algorithm game, trying to trick the algorithms to get likes and all that. Just be diligent about building your profile. And when you look at your profile is important to give people that know, like, and trust. Let me see if I can do this here. I think, yes, there we go. When we talked about the pitch, now let me just give you an example. We generate leads, create cash flow, and build thriving communities. That's it. That's in 5 seconds. If somebody doesn't say, tell me more, I don't tell them more. It's on a need to know. That is what we call permission to give you more information. The person's got to give you a buying signal. That's what the 11 is. So if somebody says, tell me how you generate leads, we do it through podcasting, publishing, and building thriving communities. Now, If they say something on that, I will tell them more. But I do not move forward until they give me permission by asking. And by asking, those are buying signals. So if you look at 7 hours, 11 buying signals, those are different things. Ordering a book, listen to a podcast, watching a video, reading an Instagram post, asking for more information. All these things are people leaning forward, asking to know more. And you want to be aware of that, because don't throw up on people by giving them a 5-minute dissertation on all your passions and why they should buy from you, because your passion is not their passion. Respect their time. Everybody's busy. And if you're going to give a 5-minute, and they're going to be 5-minute talk about how you're the greatest thing that's ever hit this earth, you may be excited about your business, and you should. But respect people's time. Respect people's time. That's why TikTok is taking off. Short videos. Short videos on YouTube. Popular. Very popular. Instagram stories. Very popular. Short. Short. Make your pitch short. Make your pitch short. I was just in my Rotary this morning, and it was an incredible presentation on water. I was going like, oh man, this is going to be boring. A utility guy talking about water. That's about what. Let me see if I can watch paint dry. Boy, was I wrong. I didn't have any idea. It was actually really good. But anyway, Charlie's Movers, Charlie. We have a thing called, what's it called? Sunshine. And people pay to put into a fund for a good cause. So if some sunshine happens in your life, it could be a child, it could be something going on. Well, she mentioned about her son, and her son was at an event, and they asked for people to come up and perform. And I don't remember the group, it's a younger group. Well, he went up there, and this was so cool. He's been singing since he's 3 years old. He's like in his 20s. He had, and she always taught him, have a song in your back pocket. Like, be ready. Don't, like, when opportunity comes, don't fumble it, because you fumble it, it passes. But if you capture it, when they asked him about a song and he had the song in his back pocket, and when he did that, when he performed on the spot, that's crazy. He's had a contract in like short period of time. The next day, he's Times Square. Yes, New York, Times Square. He's up there seeing his billboard because he knew that when opportunity knocks, you can't fumble. You got to have it. And he delivered an awesome song at this event, just that last week, which created a life-changing opportunity because he was ready. He had a song already prepared. He didn't say, well, let me think about what I could do in this situation. He already knew it. His mom had prepped him. His mom had talked to him about this. His mom, a hardworking Charlie's Movers, she gives that what do you call it when people don't listen to what you say, they listen to what you do. She's a hardworking person building a thriving business. Her son sees that. As I always tell her, I said, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. And you can see why. He was ready. She had coached him. She had prepared him. He had listened. And he had it in his back pocket. And he delivered. And what happened? Well, you're going to hear from this guy. Times Square. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. She showed me the video. Just a fun story. Fun story about being brief, and being ready for your opportunity. So if somebody meets you in an elevator and they say, "What do you do?" You don't give them a 5-minute throw up on them because they're not going to listen to you past 10 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. Have your pitch down. We generate leads, create cash flow, and build thriving communities. 5 seconds. Respect people's times. Have it. Work on your pitch. That's the first thing. Then you work on your profile. You build a product. You make your presentation, and you look for partnerships, because collaboration and partnerships are going to give you the fuel for your business. So there is, let me give you another gift of AI, because if you got to know how AI is going to help your business, go to petekane.me/AI. That's my partner, Jeff Bourgeois. As a mini course, he has an AI agency, helps business grow on how to use AI, but you have a free course. Okay, so that is it. And the power of social media. Dang, go to petekane.me/social media. That's Krista and her team. The power of social media. You got to know how social media will help you in this community, being a key person of influence, because it's about promoting you. You are the brand. People buy from people, and people want to know you, to like you and trust you. They know, like, and trust you, there's a better chance of you doing business together. All righty. Thank you so much. Look, be bold, make a difference, and have fun. Be bold, make a difference, and have fun. Thank you.